Oh, Snoop. We got Snoop in the video today. Shout out to Snoop. Not Snoop Dogg. Snoop B, what's up with you? Want to give it a moment here so everything can kind of load up. How's everyone doing today? Happy Saturday. What do we have? September 5th today. Yeah, you guys see the topic. You guys see the title today, what we're going to talk about. And before we start, please, I'm not even going to say please. Subscribe, like, comment, and turn on that notification bell, baby. You know where we're going. Only one way to go, okay? Do me that favor before we start. And you guys are going to get used to who I am. Some of you already are used to it, but some of you are still getting to know me. As far as Spiritual Soul and Vontoocut, okay? I'm going to give you my neutral opinion, okay? Because as far as my spiritual path and where it has led me, sorry if that light in the back is a little too bright. Let me know if that light in the back is a little too bright and we'll adjust it in that video. But as far as my journey has been going, I've just gotten through a transition in life where I can't judge people, because anytime I do judge somebody, it's that thing in my head. As soon as I start to judge somebody, shut up. I know you probably did that before. I know you've done that before, like me talking to myself. So as soon as I start to judge anybody, I already feel that negative energy. So I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I feel great. I've been feeling so good lately. But anyway, let me stay on course. So there's a category, I guess they both had an opinion on. And I guess, and I just heard this, I didn't even see the video. I just heard this and I wanted to speak on it just because it's about our community, our spiritual community. Again, subscribe. I guess Vontoocut said that white people are not spiritual. Now, before I twist anyone's neck off, my mom's from Scotland. I'm half and half. That's why I'm telling you, I'm neutral. But regardless of that, it doesn't even matter. Color is not what I see. I see nothing but flesh and blood. You got 10 fingers, you got 10 toes, we're brothers and sisters. But Vaughn, I guess, was claiming that white people aren't spiritual. I don't know where that comes from. I don't know where that comes from, because I listen to Esther Hicks, and I'll tell you what, if she ain't spiritual, I don't know what spirituality is, because she is Abraham. So he claims that, and I guess Spiritual Soul kind of got on him for that and saying that that's not true. And regardless whether or not that is true or that's not true, this is why I'm making the video. It's funny to me how we're in a spiritual community and we have spiritual people. I mean, these people got thousands, hundreds of thousands of followers. And I know some of it is a show, but it's funny to me how these spiritual people want to not only defend themselves, but pick on somebody else, whether it be Vaughn, whether it be Spiritual Soul picking on Vontoocut, or whether it be them talking about anyone else or talking about how you're not meditating. As far as my practice goes, and as far as my spiritual outlook goes, it's all about love, period. It's all about love and enlightenment. That's the highest, those are the highest frequencies. And if I am spending my time worried about, not even just worried about, but trying to depict whether or not somebody's spiritual, whether or not somebody's right or wrong, newsflash, we're all spiritual. We're all spiritual, baby. That doesn't mean, though, there are other people that are operating deeper within that spiritual realm, right? And that's all it is, guys. If you are spending time judging somebody else, I'm not going to say that that makes you less spiritual, but I know that doesn't make you more happy. I know that doesn't make you more attuned. And that's what we really got to start talking about. And I wasn't even really going to make this video. I know everyone says that, but what really made me want to make this video was when Vontoocut, what a name, Vontoocut. I just heard he was 17, 18 years old, man. He's talking like he's a big dog. And that's cool. That's great. That's a lot of confidence, which is great learning that at that age. But he was talking about size doesn't matter. He made this video actually February of this year, and I'm giving you guys a lot of clout. Hopefully you return it back. If not, I believe in karma. But I was listening to this video just before I started making this, and he was referring to size doesn't matter, how women do not really care about size. And I just laughed before I even clicked on the video, because again, with my spiritual practice, that's low energy to me. I'm not saying that for him, but for me, if I'm thinking those thoughts and worried about that, that's lowering my vibration. Does that make sense? And I'm not saying that's for everyone. That's just for me and my path. And this is, again, another key that I want to point out. Everybody has a particular path. So I know for me, if I'm calling somebody else out and saying that that's not spiritual, or that is not part of the spiritual path, I'm weakening my spiritual connection, my spirituality. And I honestly have to say, if other people are doing that, I think that they're doing the same thing to themselves. It's one to, observe. Observation is fine. But when you start to take it to measuring up, or when you start to weigh who's better and what's right and what's wrong, I think that's when we start to get away from that spirituality. But again, I got to keep you guys with me. So he was talking about this video about how if you're a certain size, and this is for males, if you're a certain size or smaller, then you need to figure it out. You need to go to a clinic. But if you're 5 to 6, then, and again, that's his channel. That's what he wants to talk about. That's fine. But, and please, if you guys are in the spiritual community, please comment down below. And I might be crazy, and that's fine. I've been crazy since day one, and that's how it's going to be. But when's the last time that was really something important when it comes to the spiritual community? The size of your dick? Come on. Come on. Whether or not somebody is spiritual or a race is spiritual, come on. So ultimately, again, I probably said that already in this video, but ultimately, I'm making this because I want to make sure some of you guys, whoever catches this video, doesn't take what they're saying and run to the bank. Now, I'm sure those two are great individuals, great people. All people are great to me. That's what it is. If you got 10 toes and 10 fingers, then you're the same as me. So I know you're great. We all got the same energy, same God source in us, baby. We're all connected. So I know you're great. But for some of us that are still, I don't even like to say waking up. For some of us that are still expanding, I like that. Some of us that are still expanding, we may be misled listening to these guys, right? And ultimately, when it comes down to having guidance, I'm a big advocate of Abraham Hicks, Esther Hicks, Jerry Hicks. They make books, they write books, they do seminars, they do all sorts of spiritual activities to give back to people. But just recently, in this last year, I've noticed that I've gotten to a certain point in listening to these people. And of course, I'm going to dip in and just see what they're talking about. And just, it's always good to get a little refresher. But I'm at a point in my journey, which I think everyone gets to this point, where there's no wisdom or knowledge that is going to be better than what I already have up here. And I don't want to come off pompous. I don't want to come off cocky. But what I'm trying to say is that we all have this God-given information, knowledge, energy, connection as soon as we start to grow in that womb. So with that connection, we can get and gather so much information to the point where we have to go within now to find the remaining answers. And when it comes to this whole new age and enlightenment, and when it comes to people being left in the rapture, 2020, man, it's such a big deal as far as spirituality. People are waking up left and right, or people are expanding left and right. But when it boils down to actually expanding and embarking on the spiritual journey, nobody's opinion is going to be better than yours. You can take from the gurus, you can take from the teachers, you can take from soul Illuminati or spiritual, whatever, the gazer, I like how he says that. You can take from Vontoocut, but at the end of the day, you make it yours and you start to formulate it, and you literally, it looks like I'm having trouble saying this because I'm trying to say too much, right? Really, you have it all in you, right? There's little clues, there's little omens outside of you, but ultimately, you're not going to get it from two people bickering at each other, right? Two people still trying to tell other people what's right and what's wrong. That's just what I believe. I don't believe that you're going to get the answers from people that are still pointing the finger. You're ultimately going to get it from yourself. Like I said, those guys are probably two good guys. They're probably two great guys. I know they are. You know, I know they've helped a lot of people. Do I watch a lot of their content? No, not really. But again, I'm sure a lot of people do and enjoy it. So I just want to make it clear, guys, that it's all about acceptance. It's not about who's right and who's wrong. And in my opinion, if you're still at that level, then you're still in that process of expansion. Because once you truly understand that we're all in this together, we're all co-creating together, we can all learn from each other. Nobody has all the right answers. Nobody knows everything. Then I think that's when you begin to start to learn more and start to understand more and start to expand more. So I hope you guys got something from this video. You know, I'm having a good time. That's all that matters to me. And, you know, I'm sure some of you guys that resonate with that are having a good time too. So I appreciate you guys for following me. Please, again, like I said, subscribe to this channel, okay? When you subscribe, you need to turn on that notification bell. And if you haven't already, go ahead and like the video. And if you got something to say, comment on that motherfucker. You feel me? I love you guys. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me. You'll see a video tomorrow, if not the day after that. Enjoy your weekend. Go out there. Go. I was about to say, go sniff some air. You know, go feel some water. You know what I'm saying? Go walk into some nature and raise your vibration. I love y'all. Forever young. Until next time, love and light to all, and to all love and light. And again, I forget, you know, it's kind of like a corny outro because I'm doing this live. But anyway, love y'all. See you on the next one.